Jerry! Hi! I'm excited. Are you? Today we're gonna playtest my prototype. And we're gonna talk about game dev, which is actually a thing I know a thing or two about. But how are all of you doing? How are you, Jerry? Well, let me make myself a little bit bigger. There we go. I don't know if I ever mentioned it before, but I actually did study game design about 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Yeah. While I didn't finish it for financial reasons, I still completed a few modules, and I still have a book. And I kept studying game design on my own time. So, how does the entire process start? For one, when I make a game, I basically use something... I don't know how it's called, but basically what I use is... I use prompts. Like, for example, genre, theme, and then a limitation. And then I start thinking, does this invoke a spark in me? Do I get an idea? If not, I look for another prompt. Same process. If it does invoke a spark in me, I start writing down. What are my ideas? What could I do with this? And then I start fantasizing about it. I imagine scenarios in my head in which I would play this game. How would it work? What could I do? And then I start thinking, what could be the problems? What could go wrong? What rules need to be in place for things not to go wrong? And so I start writing all of that down, and we get a rule set. We get a premise, and we get win and lose conditions. All of these things are essential to games. So, these are kind of the things you have to think about when you start making games. You also have to think about, what is the obstacle for the player? What does the player have to overcome? Is it one enemy? Is it challenges? Is it other players? That's the kind of thing you have to think about. I personally have never made a multiplayer game, so maybe that's a challenge for another day. Not for today. Today we're gonna play some single player games. And well, how is this project gonna go? So, I was thinking, we kind of split this project into 3 parts. That is phase 1, which is paper prototyping. These will be the next few streams. Well, it will be the next few game dev streams. So, for today, for example, I have 2 paper prototypes prepped for you guys that we going to check out, playtest, and evaluate. Then we're gonna think about, do we want to continue this? Do we want to make a virtual prototype of this? Is it fun? That's kind of what paper prototyping is for. You kind of make a proof of concept. Does this concept work? Is it fun? If so, you go ahead and start making a virtual prototype. How well does it actually work as a video game? Some games seem fine as a paper prototype, but then turn out not so good with the virtual prototype. Prototypes are also there to see problems. While in my head I already ruled out some problems and thought about some problems that could arise, and I preemptively took care of that. While playing, we will notice a lot more problems. Things that need to be balanced. Or what also can happen is we start getting ideas. We start seeing things we could do and we write them down. That's not what prototypes are for, though. Prototypes are mostly for testing. We test, is it fun, does it work? That's the main things we are going to test. But it is still a game. So I'm sure we're gonna have fun. You will see that on paper, you can make very unconventional games that you wouldn't have thought be possible on paper. And as a matter of fact, one of these games is one that we played today, which I just realized I kind of forgot to prepare one asset for it, but that's fine. It's quickly done. I tend to get a little bit forgetful. Back when I studied game design, I actually made 2 games. If I can find them, maybe I can play them someday and show you guys. Would you be interested? Seeing me play a game of my own creation? Which is ironically a horror game. One of them at least is. The other one is pretty simple. It's really nothing special. But that horror game? It was built on simple graphics. I didn't use much more than simple shapes. But with lighting and music, I ended up creating a spooky atmosphere, which ended up giving me a good grade. Now, not everyone agreed that it was a good game. My classmates didn't give me that one. They thought it was bad, but yeah. Taste are tastes. I loved it. The teacher said it was good. And it was well programmed. Funny enough, when I was on deadline for that project, I actually overworked myself that day, or these days. 2 days before I was done, like the last 2 days I was working on it, I worked from morning to evening on it. And I ended up not being able to talk. All right, for that matter. I completely lost any linguistic ability. And yeah, that kind of slowed me down. Because, well, you can't program it if you can't write a sentence. Hi, Alucard! Hi! How are you doing? Woo! I'm doing amazing. I'm actually very hyped for today. Because today we're actually gonna talk about game dev, and I have a lot of experience with that. What are you up to? You're working. You're cleaning your pools? But yeah, let me show you the first prototype for today. Here we go. This is the game we are playing today. The current name of the game is Final City Evolution. By the way, credit for the board itself here goes to Aneko. What credit that doesn't go to Aneko is those bad cuts here. You see that? You see that bullshit here? These bad cuts? That was because of the game. That was because of Tabletop Simulator. Aneko gave me a very clean file. And honestly, this tile board is a lifesaver. It really fucking is. And if I want to, I can copy it and actually extend it as much as we have space. Which actually isn't that much. But the space that we have is also actually enough. Probably. We're gonna find out. I mean, it is a prototype, it's not a full game. So, if we reach our limitations here, That's fine. It doesn't need to be perfect either. But yeah, what does a game need? A game needs a goal. In our case, it is survive a specific amount of cycles. I'm gonna go for 5 cycles here. That is my current goal. After 5 cycles, we're gonna decide, do we still feel like playing? Do we not? Or do we want to move on? I hope that we do feel like playing. Another thing that a game needs is a win and lose condition. I kind of touched on that with live for X amount of cycles. But what is the lose condition of this game? So, lose condition is, for one, if we die. And that is us. This red guy, that's us. Who are we? We are a godlike alien creature with the ability to transform the town and defend it, and we can evolve its people. We, however, cannot fight. And because we're kind of an alien creature, and this city, the last city in the world, is victim to an alien invasion, the guards, they're not happy to see us. They don't trust us. They see an alien and think that's a danger. So they attack us on sight. The citizens, these guys, the civilians, they won't fight us, but they are going to run away and they are going to alert the closest guard. Which, when that happens, the guard will start making its way towards us. Guards, generally, our goal during the play turn, I actually, did I write it down? No, I didn't have time for that. So, how does the game work? This game starts in the first phase, which we're going to explore. We need to get resources from the water resource, the food producer, material storage, and energy source. We have... Here are our stats. So here you see power. Power times 2 equals the turn until the alien attack. Currently, we have all stats on 1. So we have 2 turns. To get somewhere, which... Actually, I just now realized this doesn't give us anything. We don't get anywhere in 2 turns because our speed is 1 and yeah. We don't get anywhere. The houses don't give us anything, but here's the thing. The houses are important because the houses increase the maximum of guards and civilians. at the end of each turn, at the end of each cycle, the civilians give us bonus resources. So in this first turn, these are going to be vital. However, the guards don't just hunt us. I'm not gonna flip the table right now. But hello, Lucine. The guards don't just hunt us. The guards are actually the ones fighting the aliens. You're cute, but no. As I said, not right now. But I'm giving you a hat pat. Pat pat. How are you doing? What are you up to today? So, the guards fight the aliens. Some of the guards will die, which gives us less guards to deal with, but all the aliens that don't die are going to attack us. Before the invasion phase, they're gonna repopulate. So we want enough guards to die that they recover for the fight against the aliens, and we have less guards to deal with, but we don't want the aliens in the city. As for the civilians, if all civilians die, we lose. If we die, we lose. Technically, all guards are allowed to die, just the civilians are not allowed to die. Currently, we have 4 guards here. For each house that we build, we get a maximum of 1 civilian and 2 guards. But let me just start play, and I'm going to explain as we go. Let me open a little file. Just so I know what I'm doing. So yeah. How does movement work? For the guards, if they see a wall, they're gonna turn into another direction. But they are only checking for walls at the start of their movement. So if they reach a wall while they're moving, they're still gonna finish their movement. If they do, if they reach a wall, they're gonna turn into a different direction. If they are within our aura, they're not gonna leave the aura. The aura basically serves as a wall for them. Well, we can still move out of them. But once they are in there, we have to be the one who escapes. As for civilians, the civilians generally don't move. Unless they see us, in which case they call the guards. They get into our aura, in which case they also call the guards. In these cases, they move away from us. Aliens attack everyone. They attack guards, they attack civilians, they attack us. From every source, we can only collect once per turn, per cycle. So, let's just get started. We start with our own movement and then move the guards. Currently, all sets... Oh no, wait. The first start. The very first start is... we give the aliens their stats for the invasion. Alright, what do we have? I need to do this differently. Let me put this up here. Yeah, that's better. So, and also, how do I do this? It's fine. Blue. What is blue? Blue is endurance. So, they gain 4 endurance, which means they have 5 endurance. Then 2, which means yellow to 2 agility. To agility. Oh no, wait. They had 2, so... 3 agility. I just realized they automatically always get at least 1 stat in everything. That's crazy. SV? What is SV? Power. They get to 3 power. And... Garina's perception, right? Yes. So, they get 4 perception. So, how does the combat work? For one, for every stat point that a guard has above an alien dies. For every stat point that an alien has above a guard, the guard dies. Battle inside the city works a little bit different, but I'm going to explain that when we come to it. So yeah, as for the population and repopulation, we take these stats 3, 5, 11, 15. 15 divided by 4 is... God. I need a calculator. I suck at math. As it just turned out, I suck at math. 15 divided by 4 equals 3.74. I'm going to round up here. So that gives them a repopulation of 4. Come on, give me the repopulation. There, thank you. Population of 4. Which means next turn, they're going to, like, in the first battle, we're gonna have to deal with 5 aliens. That is a considerable first force that we're dealing with. Especially because we can't reach anything in this turn, in this. But I digress. I'm going to move towards the water source. For us to get anything, we have to reach one of the surrounding fields. So, normally, I would have just said, well, technically it would be 1-1, but in this case, I'll let everyone move. Like, this guard here moves here. This guard here, where are you facing? Here. So, you move here. As for this guard, he is technically already facing the wall. So for him, we're actually gonna roll the dice to see where he goes. As for how it works, one would be going the same direction, which is not gonna happen in this case. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, where is our little guard going? 5. So, he is walking here. And this guy is walking here. Alright. Currently, we're dealing, also guards have not a population of 1, they have a population of 4. and the aliens have a population of 5. So, right off the bat, we're dealing with more aliens than we're dealing with guards. So, the guards need to kill 5 aliens. And need to try to survive. How do we do this? First off, for every citizen alive, which is 2, we get 1 of each resource. So, let me... 1. Give me my resource. 2. 1. Stay here. 2. Alright. And 2 yellow. Okay. So now we have to think about it. We can give ourselves stats, but we also have to invest into the guards and into the town. For now, I'm not gonna invest into the town. I also don't have the costs on the game. I have them though. So let's think about that. Also, let's just toggle, unlock this. Let's move this. Let's just move this. Let's just move this over here. It's not gonna bother anyone. Here we go. This is good enough. Toggle, unlock. Yeah. That's gonna. That will help us to decide what we do. So we can divide the we can go into power, which if we invest 2 power into the guards, which I think we're gonna do. So get the guards 2 power, which means they have now 3 power, which matches the power of the aliens, but in case of power and endurance, it is actually in reverse. So, power goes against endurance, and endurance goes against power. Like, yeah. So, this is not a this is actually not a matchup we win, but we still gotta do it because we need to reduce casualties here. Actually, I just realized something. I'm gonna spice it up and say we get 2 resources for each civilian alive in the first turn at least. Because right now we would end up in an unwinnable situation because we couldn't move enough. So for this time, I'm gonna say we get double resources. Come on, give me a marble. Give me a marble. Give me a marble. I'm not having all my marbles. Game? Hello? Would you? You know what? Fuck you. There. I'm just cloning a marble then. Actually. This is way faster. So, we have double resources now. What do we do? I say we do, I do say we invest. Also, I just noticed a typo here. We invest all of it into agility. This is going to make the guards very, very fast. Then again, no, we're not gonna. I give myself one agility. So, agility. Which now effectively doubles our movement. And didn't mean to press the W. There we go. And I invest 3 agility into the guards, which gives them 4 agility, which will be enough to kill 1 alien. So, we used up our agility. For speed reasons, I'm gonna keep one ball just here, so that we can clone it if the game doesn't want to give us the things. We invested 2 power already into. Getting more power would give us an extra turn. Which we might need. So I'm gonna give us 1 power. Now we have 2 power. And we have 1 more power, which I'm gonna give to the guards because we're facing very powerful aliens right off the bat. So, in terms of power, we're gonna lose 1 guard. Hello there, Cole! Nice to meet you! How you doing? Let's see. We have blue resources, which is endurance. Which I say we give them. Do we want endurance as the player? What does endurance do? It gives us health. The thing is, the guards are gonna be powerful enough to one-shot us. worries. I'm doing good. What are you eating? Yeah, so they're gonna one-shot us. So we're going to... Then again, we also have to think about this. 4-4. So we need to calculate this. We want enough of them to die so that they're back to full by the time of the battle. They're gonna lose one guard here. They're gonna make a kill here. I made a sandwich with Thanksgiving leftover use gravy as moisture. Oh, that sounds so tasty. Oh my god. How was Thanksgiving? We don't celebrate Thanksgiving over here, but I think Americans are the only ones who celebrate Thanksgiving. You're dumbfounded? Well, I'm happy for you. Enjoy. But yeah, we actually don't want to give them too much endurance here. Or do we? I just realized endurance is not a stat that affects the play. Like, giving the guard endurance is not a stat that affects the player. Which I have to change. Because right now, we can fully go into endurance. And be fun. Then again, it means that we don't get the endurance. But we have to make the kills. So I say yes, we're gonna go full on endurance. Which means, 3 aliens are going to die already. Oh, I like the sound of the, climpering. And now for perception. Perception is a very important step for us. Thanksgiving went well. Almost went the whole day without hearing anything about politics, but then friends brought it up, so, well, I guess there's always this. Good luck next year. I hate politics, honestly. And, yeah, we're not talking about politics here on the channel. Because I feel like every time politics is brought up, someone's gonna get miffed. People cannot agree on politics. But yeah, let's see. They have 4 perception. If we go full perception on the guards, then we can make another kill. Otherwise, 2 aliens are going to survive. Otherwise, we can't go. What's the play here? I say we going to deal with the 2 aliens and only match the perception. Also, like having guards with super high. Yeah, I've been working on these prototypes the entire day. For perception. So now we have very strong guards to deal with. And I'm going to give myself 1 perception because we need resources bad. What are you doing for, like, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing for a living? Just curious. But yeah. I was asking, like, what's your job, like, or are you going to school? Just curious. Since I'm doing game design, so I was curious, what do other people do for work? Alright. So, this phase is now done. And we're gonna have... we have to calculate the guards... Accounting! Nice! Sounds like you're going with math then. 444. Yeah, that's a repopulation of 4. Alright. Now it's time for aliens and the guards to battle. Actually, let me grab something here. Objects, components, tools, counters. Let's use this as a casualty counter. So let's make them a bit smaller. This is actually the first time that I'm using Tabletop Simulator, but I think it's amazing for paper prototyping. I have literary autism, so it makes it very difficult for me to read and write. But in turn of that, I gain the ability of being at math. I used to help my mother at her job with accounting aspects, so I have some experience. That's awesome! That's so sweet of you too. But yeah, that's amazing. I used to be good at math, but then the teacher kind of ruined it for me because I basically lost an entire year of school of learning math because they were like, "Oh yeah, let's give you the same stuff that you had last year." So, I didn't learn anything that year. Which sucked so hard. Which, because of that, I cannot do algebra or finding x. I cannot do that for the life of me. Yeah, exactly. Except, no, because it was my final year. So... I never had to... You guys went over this because it was my final year. But yeah, power versus endurance. Power 3, endurance 5. Aliens lose 2. But yeah, it is basically the same thing though. Then, guard power, endurance. Guards lose 1. Agility versus agility. Aliens lose 1. Perception versus perception. Nobody loses. We made the guards too strong. I helped with the creation of a tabletop game which was inspired by Game. That's so cool! That is so cool! So, yeah. We lose 1 guard, which I just gotta say, this guy, gone. Kick him out of the city. And we get we gonna deal with 2 aliens, which are these guys. And aliens spawn at the border of the city, facing inward. So... you gonna face here. And... come on, give me an alien. Give me an alien. Thank you. And you face here. I have played D&D for a couple of years, but I have not played in a while. I definitely want to play D&D again. But now it's time for turn 2. We're gonna reduce the population here for now. So, to keep track of it. Population of 2. I'm not the main creator, but my friends are, and they let me join in so they could test the speeds of it and everything, making sure everything ran smoothly and nothing was too difficult. My main character, though, the campaign was called Bartholomew. My main character through the campaign was... Oh, tell me of him! Tell me of him. I'm curious. Population of 3. Okay. And we now have an aura of 2. We have an aura of 2. Which does mean one cool thing. And that is the city gets bigger the higher our aura is. So let's do this and hope it doesn't break, which it will. I promise you, it will break. It didn't break. Let's do this and this. Yeah! This did not go that well when playtesting. Or when I was setting it up earlier. So I'm genuinely surprised. Ah, there we go. And come on. So Battlemat is 7.5, and the skills of Dragon, pretty much a fighter paladin class. Ooh, that sounds so fun. Come on. Fall into place. Why are you not falling into place? fine. 200. Ooh, that's big. That's big. No, we didn't do this well already. Thank you for the follow! Yeah, this one. Come on. Why did you? There we go. This is because I didn't set the thingies well. So that's on me. Let's just clone. Cloning is a lot faster. Okay. Hi TS! How are you? Aw, thank you! I appreciate it. You're chill too. I'm doing great. We're currently playtesting one of my creations. Okay, that worked. Alright. And you need to get turned erect. And you need to get turned erect. Ah, whatever. Good enough. I love that we just threw this guy out. Alright. First, our turn. Now it actually does matter that we follow the rules. So, we have an agility of 2, so we can move 2. So, I say we move here and then here. Get the water resource. Which means we have 2 perceptions, so we get 2. Then it's the enemy's turn. And I just realized we made a big mistake, actually. They have an agility of 3. So, 1, 2, 3. They saw us, but they can luckily not reach us yet. But we gotta get out of here, because it is certainly faster than we are. And this guy is walking over here. So, we cannot go over here. Then this guy, he looks at the wall, so he's not gonna go there. So, let's see where he goes. 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is gonna be a battle here. The guard has agility 4, which means 1, 2, 3, 4. This is scary. Then this guard, he's also looking. Yeah, that's the thing now. They have so much perception now. They're gonna constantly change directions. 1, 2. So see where he goes. 3. 1, 2, 3. And he is going to move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now it's called Final City Evolution. But since this is a prototype name, it's just kind of like, it's just a project name. And yep, this guy is also looking at the wall and saying, no, I'm not walking toward the wall, there's nobody there. So, 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, we gotta get out of here. We got the water. We're not gonna go for the energy source. That is a hot spot right now. But also, we have to lose the alien. They're generally walking in a straight line. Unless they get into our aura, which we do have an aura of 2, so if they like get next to us in a way but not looking at us, they will feel us. That said, I think our best move right now is to move over here. And then the alien's turns. Which, the alien has an agility of 3, so he's gonna move 3. 1, 2, 3. We lost him. We lost him. This alien is also moving 3. The good thing is, well, in this case, they just look. They're not looking at each other, they just walk past each other and not noticing each other. But let's see what this guard does, because he's almost guaranteed. Like, he's very likely to fight this alien. Who's just chilling next to him. Or he's gonna walk somehow in a way that he either spots us, which would be bad, or he's gonna spot one of the two aliens. Chat, what do you think is gonna happen? 1, 2, 3. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or he just walks away from it. You can do that too. Best guard in town. 1, 2, 3, 4. Must have been the wind indeed. Then this guy, he actually is not looking at a wall, so he's gonna keep walking. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy, however, he is gonna turn around. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, ready, go! How are you doing? One, 2, and 1, 2. Okay, you can't walk there, so try again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then our next turn. Should we try to go for the energy source? No, we can't go for the energy source. The alien would notice us. We already collected the water source. I woke up without a headache and being able to breathe most of the number, so... That's awesome! Congrats! I would like you getting better. Oh yeah, we actually forgot to do something. Though the sets are not gonna be active until... It's just... We rolled the dice there, but we're gonna check later. Let's move over here. I'm gonna prioritize survival here. And then the alien. Who... Wait. How much perception do the aliens have? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you do see the wall. Which means... Where are you gonna go? 1, 2, 3. One. And then where are you gonna go next? You can't do one, so... Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're just straight up blocking the other alien. Well, the aliens leave each other alone, so... The other alien, however, is now like... Well, I can't go there, so where do I go? 1, 2, 3, 4. So he goes backwards. Wait. I didn't mean to flip you. Dude's making a backflip. He's so excited to walk backwards that he makes a backflip. Then it's the guard's turn. Our glorious guard here sees a wall. So he's gonna decide where to go next. 5. Which is here. And I think you have agility 4, right? Yes. 1, 2, 3. It's a miracle that the aliens and... Hell yeah, 25! Oh my god. Hi. And then for these two guys, this guy is... Where are you facing? I think you're currently facing against the other guy, right? Yeah. So, you gotta roll in what direction you going. 1, 2, 3. So... 1, 2, 3, 4. God damn it! So, this guy is now coming over to us. Because the alien had such high stats. We barely were able to do any stats for ourselves. And what about this guy? He's facing the wall. So, where the life does there. 4. So, he's doing a 180 and starts patrolling with the other guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I swear they're smelling us! I'm designing a single-player game. Our goal is to defend the town from the aliens. So we need to upgrade the guards, but because we're kind of an alien ourselves, the guards are not very friendly to us. And so we have to basically stealth through the city. We cannot fully upgrade the guard too much, or otherwise the guard's gonna get swarmed. The city is gonna get swarmed with guards. If we don't upgrade them enough, we have aliens in the city. And we also have to build buildings. The thing right now is... Yeah. And so we have to split the resources between upgrading the town, upgrading ourselves, and upgrading the guards. But yeah, we have 2 more turns, I think. No, this was the second turn, right? Was this the second or third turn? I think this was the third turn. I need to add a turn counter. Not games. Objects. Components. Tools. I think we are on turn 3. So this is the last turn. I think. First turn we got the water. No, this... We got the water, then we saw that the aliens were coming to us, so we moved over here, so yeah. We have 2 more turns. This is the third turn now. And we're seeing the guards coming over to us, so we kind of don't want to go into this direction here. So we kind of move back here now. We're just kind of moving back and forth. We have fortunately already collected the water. We got nowhere. And now for the aliens. This alien over here, he does see the wall. And therefore wants he sees the wall but not the guy, so he's gotta move. Ooh, this could be... We might made a mistake. If he rolls a 5, we're in trouble. He rolled a 3. So... He decides to... 1, 2, 3. Go over there. He actually doesn't see the wall, so... He just walks right out of town. It's just like, bye! Found nothing, saw nothing. And now for the guards. He sees the wall, so he's gonna move somewhere else. Two. 1, 2, so he is going to turn this way. And just straight up say hi to the civilian. Oh, also, the civilian do give us resources. So, for every civilian alive, we get 1 of each resource. So, we don't want the aliens to kill the civilians. Even if the civilians technically ring alarm if they see us. We don't want anything to happen to the civilians. As for the other two guards here, this guard here, how much perception do you have? 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you actually don't see the wall. And you just gonna walk to it. Same with your friend, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys just started patrolling together. That's sad. We should have totally going for wood, material storage. Then maybe would have been safer, but we still would have gotten anywhere. That's sad. What is the safest option here? We cannot move here, or else we would alarm the civilian because of our aura. We can't obviously not move here. But we can kind of move here. Yeah, so we're gonna move here. Keep out of sight of the civilian. And we should be good. Unless this guard decides to walk up here. Then again, it's not gonna be a problem this turn. And this is the final turn, so... Let's see where... The alien here... He just, yeah, he just also... Wait, isn't this kind of where the aliens started? Did the aliens just walk back where they started, basically? Nobody died. Nobody even fought. Like, one guard. This guard. He was basically next to me, 2 aliens, and decided to go into the one direction where nothing is. But yeah. As for this alien here, he actually sees the wall, so... He's actually gonna go somewhere else. But where? 4. So yeah, he is... One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, wait. Only 3. And... As for the guard, he sees... the wall. So, he's going to... continue to move toward the wall. 1, 2... and then decide to go somewhere else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The dude apparently just really likes walls. He also likes doing a backflip, apparently. And what about these guys? They're seeing the wall. One, two, three. Yeah, these guys just apparently like walls. One, two, three. As for this guy, he has actually the most potential. And decides to just go where he came from. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah. We get 2 of each resource. From the civilians. Okay. So, let's see the alien stats. They rolled a 3 on power, so... The aliens now have 6 power. They rolled a 2 on yellow agility. So they have an agility of 5 now. The main end goal is to basically survive 5 cycles is my current end goal. Or expand, or actually no. I'll make the main goal to expand the city to the edge here. And the city expands based on our aura, and our aura is based on our stats. But our aura also makes us easier to be detected. So wait, I said agility, right? Agility 2. Endurance 7. And perception 6. So, let me calculate. 6 plus 7 plus 5 plus 6 divided by equals divided by 4. So they now have a repopulation of 6. One moment. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So... they have a repopulation of 6. That's where we were. So... so, we have to kill 8 aliens. We're dealing with 8 aliens right now. And we only have 4 guards because we were not able to build another house. That said, even if, right now, even if all guards die, they're gonna be back for the next fight. So that is something we have to keep in mind. And right now, agility is the alien's weakness. So, this is where we strike. Yellow resource, 2 agility. Gonna give that to the guards. I would love to have that to agility, but we can't have that luxury. So, that's going to be a kill. Power is also... power and perception. So... how much power can we get? We can only match power, but we don't need to. It's fine if some guards die. Also, power goes against endurance, so 3 guards would die. We don't wanna mess with them in terms of that. However, we have a lot of blue resource. So actually, we can, and absolutely should. Don't we? We're basically... how much do we want to give? We need the kills, though. We need the kills. So... Let's use all of our resource. To give them the kill power. To outlive the aliens. So, right now, we kill 4 aliens. And also, 2 guards die. For perception. Wait, I already used the power, right? Did I? No, I didn't use the power. Did I? No. So... let me also look into my file here, because I haven't actually put the notes for the buildings. With red resource, we can either... No, red resource... But we don't have blue anymore, so... We can't make a building. So yeah, let's give the power actually to ourselves. Which will mean that now exploration is going to be 8 turns. Which is going to be insane. A lot of exploration. But then again, exploration is probably the most fun part of the game. Where the most shit is happening. Now, agility. Agility we did give to the guards, so... Now for perception. We kind of a best match. The thing is, we're gonna have a lot of it. We're gonna have 4 aliens in town. Then again, if we... I guess, I'm going to use 1 perception on the guards. So, they're gonna have 5 perception. And I'm gonna use 1 perception on myself. So that when we get resources, we get like 3 resources. Which honestly is really good. Funny enough, I was actually worried the game would be too easy. Okay, now we battle. First, alien power against guards' endurance. Aliens lose 3 people. Because we have fucking tough guards. Holy shit. These guys are absolute tanks. Then, alien endurance against guard power. Guards lose 3 people. Agility, aliens lose 1. Perception, guards lose 1. So, This is bad. Because this means we have currently a population of 4 aliens in town. And 0 guards. There are no guards in town anymore. No wonder the aliens took over the entire world. These aliens are fucking vicious. Now it's time to calculate our aura, which I think has increased. For better or for worse. I worry for the civilians. That said, the civilians do have the guards' agility and perception. And endurance. Though they cannot fight. So, the civilians are probably going to be fine, hopefully. What do you guys think? Are the civilians going to be fine with 4 aliens in town? Chat, I do have a question. 2.5, would you round that up or would you round it down? I guess for now I'm gonna round it down. So we can have a little bit more playtime. So we're gonna stay on 2 aura for now. And we're gonna start our turn. So let's see. We're having 4 aliens. How much agility do we did not increase our agility. I say we try. I say we should get the water. Let's get the water. We have 3 perceptions, so that's 1. Three water. And then it's the alien's turn. He sees the writing on the wall. He has an agility of 5. So, where did my dice go? There. My beloved dice. Well, he still decides to go. 1, 2. 1, 2. Dude just really likes walls. Come on. Fine. Be that way. 4. And then he goes... Did the guy actually go anywhere? I feel like he just walked in circles this turn. And yeah, also this is turn 1. How high is your perception? 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you actually don't see the wall. So you're just gonna walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now for the new aliens who are not familiar with the city yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He actually saw that, so the civilian is going to try to run away from the alien. Or where he saw the alien, so... I guess he's gonna walk over here. And scream for guards! Guards! But there are no guards. Where are you gonna go? The dice decide. 1. Really? No, he wouldn't go there, so... I'm not accepting that, so I'm gonna let him walk over here. And then run again. Because he has still... He still has 3 movement. You say 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Apparently this guy likes aliens because he keeps on insisting to engage with them. Then this alien is also just gonna... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 5? Yes. Alright. Then, next turn. Unlike last time, I say it's actually safe to get the energy source. And maybe even try to go for the material storage. So, 1, 2. We get 3 energy. We're finally getting some resources, guys. If Tabletop Simulator allows it. I'm just gonna do that. After hours of trying to somehow get by, we finally get resources. But now it is the aliens' turn. Perception 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You actually don't see the wall. So you're just gonna walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You, however, do see the wall in front of you. One, 2, 3, 4. You move one here over here. Find that you walk against another wall. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like this alien is very confused. This is a very confused alien. You cannot do one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes! He is definitely confused. Dude just walked in a circle. Guys, I think this alien is gonna starve. Your EP? Aww. Pat. You should get some rest. Their EP? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yeah, he sees the wall. Clearly oblivious. Yeah. Yep, this guy as well. One. Where are you gonna go next, my dude? 5. He still has one move. One, 2, 3. Then, yeah. Dude also didn't get far. Their perception is actually too high for their own good, so they just keep turning everywhere. Perception. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you actually keep walking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this guy, who is gonna go somewhere. Where is he gonna go? 1, 2. Oh, you might be the most competent guy in the group right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That said, he's gonna next turn. He's also gonna walk into this corner. And now it's our turn. We know this guy is gonna walk into this corner. I say we start making our way slowly. We're not gonna go right into the corner. Because we don't know what the confused alien's gonna do. But we are making our way to the material storage. And now it's the alien's turn. And let's see what the alien in the corner is doing. No, you can't keep walking there. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I guess that's the most sensible thing to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do worry for this guy right now. Because he has now his back turned to the aliens. So he can get jumped. And while he can survive one alien and outrun him, he can't survive 2. Let's see what his fate is. What is the second alien doing? One, 2, 3. Okay, this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this guy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I love how all these aliens, they're all in this corner. They're just all hanging out in this corner. And then there's just this guy over here. He is gonna go somewhere. Where is he going? He's walking further towards the wall. And then, what are you gonna do? No, you can't keep walking against the wall. 3. 1, 2. Really? Sure. He died. No, he didn't die, but he decided to take a nap. Apparently. And then he's... Yeah, this guy was just very confused. And then it's our turn. And I say, I walk over here. And then it's the alien's turn. This guy's the most interesting right now, so I'm gonna do him first. One, two, three, four. 4 is backwards, so... One, two, three, four. I swear here is an alien party! What is going on here? Guys! Aliens! What is going on in this corner? I didn't know the aliens are that social. I clearly don't know much about aliens, but these aliens are extremely social right now. One, two. So, yeah. One, two. Okay. One, two, three. You can't go up there. One, so. 1, 2, 3. You can't walk there. But dude, there's a wall. One, two. I guess the alien party is finally ending. They're finally starting to go separate ways. Oh my god. That was a fucking alien party here. But then it's our turn again. Say we go grab this material. So are we actually getting the maximum resources this time? Then it's the alien's turn. I love how, while we actually failed at our task to basically defend the city, the aliens are too incompetent to hurt anybody. They're just like confused. Let's start with this guy. He has the most potential if he keeps going. He does not. He actually decides to turn back. 1, 2, 3. My dude? My dude? I'm sorry? Oh, what are you two doing? Should I be concerned? This guy... Oh, you can't... You can basically only do 1, 2... You can only do 2 or 3. So, in this case, I'm just gonna count the 6 as a 2. And then 1, 2. So you're gonna move over here. I do like the fact that the aliens are just patrolling the edge. What were the chances that 4 aliens are not gonna do anything? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We moved this one, we moved this one, this one. Is still 1, 2. Oh wait, did we? No, we moved him. We didn't move this one. Oh. He actually does see the wall, right? Yeah, because they have high perception. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't go there, my dude. Okay. You guys, I think I know why the aliens are that stupid. We have perception. We have power, we have endurance and agility. You know what we don't have? Intelligence. We do not have an intelligence stat. So apparently, all their intelligence is 0. But yeah, it's our turn again, and we're gonna try to make our way to the food producer. I'm not sure if we can actually get there. Maybe. No, we actually can. We can barely make it in time. And then it's the alien's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are you gonna do? You keep walking? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't go there. 1, 2, 3. But dude, you are very confused. I think that was your turn. As for you, where are you gonna go? 1, 2. So, yeah. You just, patrol the edge. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he rolls a 2, he's actually smart. But he's not. He is... maybe that's not too bad either. Could be worse. But we have to get ourselves rid of these aliens, finally. We have to use the resources to kill a lot of aliens. Have we moved all aliens? I think we did. Da-da-da-da. Hell yeah, Frosty Tools. And we are actually already playing this game for 2 hours. I was worried I'm not having enough content, but this game alone is giving us shit ton of content of confused aliens. I'm loving my own game. But yeah, I think it's our turn. And I'm gonna walk over here. And then it's the alien. One. Yep, you are very confused, my friend. You just keep walking. You are walking back and forth here. Okay. 2. I swear, this alien has no spatial awareness. 1, 2. He does not! He is fucking trapped in this corner. Just walking in a tiny circle. Yeah? Where am I? Where's the exit? Where's the exit of this alleyway? Get me out of here. One, 2, 3. Huh? This alien here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is actually kind of the most dangerous right now. He sees too much, so let's see where he goes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's fair. This is a hard alleyway to navigate, though, for the aliens, so let's see if we can do it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he can't do it. He failed the intelligence check. What about you over there? One, two, three. You can't go there. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, so... You're actually on a good path right now, my friend. I feel so sorry for the aliens, I already called them my friends. And, wait, that was... Now it's the final turn. And, yep, we get the food. Come on. Thank you. Let's just clone it. What the alien's gonna do? The funny thing is, the aliens were not even close to us the entire time. So, you... 1, 2, 3... You still walk confused in this corner. Yeah, so you walk over here. This guy's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He actually does see the wall, so... Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could have gotten very dangerously close to one of the civilians. We almost had a civilian attack. We need our guards back. We need to defend the people. Aliens are literally overrunning the city, so... We need to get rid of them. And we actually do have... Might actually have the resources this time to do it. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably the smartest thing you could have done. All right. It is evolution time. Let's get 2 of each. Because our civilians survived attackless. Alright. Let's see. What are the alien stats, though, for the next invasion? Alright. Let's see. Whoops. Well. They get very high stats, though. But I do think this was a 1, so this does not count. Let's say this is 2. This is fair. Okay. So, 3 power. So, that's 9 power. Very powerful. Though, they still cannot match the endurance of the guards. They can only match it. Then, blue was 2. So, nine endurance. That said, power is not the strong suit of our guards. So any bonus to endurance is big for them. Yellow, 4 agilities though. The aliens... Wow. Are the aliens just getting 9 across the board? No. They're gonna have a perception of 10. However, I don't even need a calculator for this. Their repopulation is 9. So, we're dealing with... Dang, we're dealing with 13 aliens now. Which means we need kills. And we have 4 guards. 4 guards versus 13 aliens. I still say we're going all in. So we have 5. 5 of each. Our guard's strength is endurance. So I say we go all in on that. Which means 14 endurance. That's gonna give us 5 kills. Then, what is the other strong suit? Agility. While I would love to have more agility, we need to get every strength that we can get. So, 5 agility, that's an 11. Very fast guards. That's another... That's another 2 kills. So, that's 7 kills. Let me just... We got endurance, and... The endurance is... Hi, Chaos Fang! Hi! Chaos Power, woo! Welcome! Arc Raiders! I heard a lot about this game. How is it? Oh, hi, Scene! Hi! Were you playing together? You bought it for him? Aww. Agility. What was agility? Yellow. So we used all of our yellow resources. No, I'm playing a game of my own creation, actually. Yeah, we are doing paper prototype testing, and I somehow played this game, my own prototype, for the last 2.5 hours. So, it's fun. It is definitely fun. Especially when you deal with very confused aliens. I say we actually do give our people all the power they can get. Because we need them back in the city. Even if they are enemies. We need them to defeat the aliens. So... let's go all in on the power creep. So they're gonna survive in terms of power. However, perception. How many guards do we want back in the city? Because right now, 10? Right now we could. We could break even. But we don't want that. We don't want 4 guards in town. So, I say we're using 2 of the green resource for ourselves. Giving us, yet again, more perception. giving us 5 perception. This is gonna give us a lot of resource when scavenging. And we're gonna use 3 of the resource for guards. So that brings them up to 8. So we have very perceptive guards in a relatively small town, though the town is getting bigger now. Because, yeah. Let's start with calculating our aura. Because we have been aura farming. So, let me calculate. But yeah, how are you doing, Scene? How are you doing, Chaos Fang? If you need to raid and run, that is fine. I hope you get a good rest. 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 12 divided by 4. Yep, gives us a 3. So, we have now 3 aura. For better or for worse, we do have 3 aura. What does 3 aura mean? For one, the city is getting bigger. The city is gonna get bigger, but also, we now have people can now feel us in this range here. So this is gonna get dangerous. So we actually do need the bigger city. Alright, it's time to battle! Power versus endurance. Aliens lose 5. Endurance versus power, nothing happens. Agility, aliens lose 2. Perception, guards lose 2. God damn! We didn't even kill enough for the to beat the repopulation of them. But we do have 2 guards, so they can actually kill some. During the exploration, we hopefully finally see some battling inside the town. Because so far we have not been seeing a lot. Anyway, we are getting 2 of the guards back in town. Who are gonna be here. Let's make you face here. So, like this. And let's make you face here. Then we get 2 more aliens in town. So, yes. We didn't increase our power, so we have 8 turns again. And we can still only move 2. Which, in theory, would be enough. In theory, would be enough. But, I honestly don't like our chances. At all. Like, there's a lot going on in the city right now. Let's start moving, though. We do get automatic to the food because we stopped at the food. And we have perception 5, so... we do get 5 food. Which is quite good, actually. And then let's see. We have these guys who... their perception is just... yeah, we see everything that's happening in that direction. Once we seen the combat, though, I'm actually going to stop here. Because this has been gone on for a much longer time than I actually anticipated. Or planned to. I was really worried. Because I only have 2 prototypes prepared, but I didn't even get to the second prototype. This game is just so much fun. Thank you for the have fun. Yep, I need to actually... wait, I have an idea. Oh, my back. I've been shrimping again. Oh. Yep, I need those stretchies. Oh my god. I need those stretchies bad. Yes, I'm an old girl. What do you want? What do you want from me? I'm an old girl. You heard the cracks. Oh my god. Alright. Do you guys want to know what one of my favorite beverages is? Ramoon. And that's what I'm gonna drink now, if I can open the bottle. The problem is, opening a Ramoon bottle is a battle. It's a battle. These things are a pain to open. Ugh. There we go. Kanpai! God, I love Ramune. It's so fucking tasty. But yeah, actually, I'm gonna stop things here because I'm getting tired. And we've been going for 3 hours. For everyone who stopped by, thank you. Next week, we are gonna do the next prototype because, well, turns out we can fill a fucking stream with a single prototype. That was tasty. But yeah, let's see who we raid. Oh god. Let's see. We're having someone playing Silksong. You know what? Let's go. Let's go visit my friend's best Brit, who is playing you. He was playing Marvel Spider-Man. But yeah, for everyone who's been here, thank you. Thank you, Cole. It was a pleasure having you. I plan to do the next prototype next week. And it was great meeting you too.